Right, Liz, this is your first ever cycling stage race. How do you feel?
Nervous.
How's your preparation gone?
Well, I've not really done any preparation. I didn't even know I was doing it.
So this is the Haute route, 3-day stage race. First stage is about 47 kilometres, one middle-sized climb, one big climb, one small climb. Let's get you through it. I'm going to coach you all the way through. How lucky are you?
Great.
Very. Right, you've got all the gear. Let's go. So there's 7,500 people in this race, and Liz has just asked me, are there any other girls in it? Maybe, Liz, maybe. Right, so you're going to start now. 1 second, go. So Liz's threshold, we've done one ramp test. Your threshold, your FTP, is about 200 watts. So I would say start at about 150. You've probably got 2 or 3 minutes before you get to the first climb.
Okay.
But the first climb is only going to be 3 or 4 minutes long. So we'll get you there, and then I think we'll formulate some sort of plan there. Look how many people there are.
I can't even see me.
I know. Well, when it thins out a bit, we'll be able to see you. I made your avatar really good looking earlier. So Liz is now on the main climb of the day. How's it going, Liz? What's the plan?
Alright, so far just got to stick at about 170 watts.
Which is sort of like sweet spot, isn't it? So that's like a hard tempo effort.
Yeah.
We're planning that this is going to take roughly 45 minutes-ish. We're not really 100% sure. So you should be able to do that. But you get a good tempo up, aren't you?
Yep.
Cool.
Fun so far. Probably won't be saying that at the end though.
No. Do you feel like you're on the Attack Tour?
Yeah, reminiscing.
Are you going to fall off your bike on the last climb again?
Hopefully not on the watt bike.
Are you going to cry?
Hopefully not.
Okay, so we are 52 minutes and 44 seconds in. Liz, you're nearly at the top.
Woohoo!
Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember. I lost track of how.
Probably a lot further than you've remembered.
Yeah, I don't know how long you've actually been on this climb, but you paced it well. You seem to be okay. I think your max heart rate is about 200, isn't it? So you're ish. I don't know. I just made that up. So you're well within yourself. So
Instead
good.
of gel.
Instead of gel, pacing it. Well done. So it gets quite steep in a minute. So
Oh great.
I will. Yeah. No, we've got a feather power up to use for 15 seconds, so we're going to use that. How do you feel?
Yeah, alright.
Good. Now we talked a bit earlier about how you felt and whether you could push on a bit harder, but you said you're thinking about the next 2 days, aren't you?
That's right.
Right. You don't want to go too hard on day 1 and then struggle on day 2 and 3, because this is a bit about, you've probably never ridden hard 3 days in a row, have you? So, how are you coping in the snow?
Oh, it's a bit slippy and slidey.
Does it help that I'm right next to you like this?
It's a bit annoying actually. We're supposed to be 2 metres apart.
55 minutes and you're just coming over the crest
Woohoo!
of the epic KOM. You go. Now, do you have to go a little bit further and got the radio tower, or is this it?
Yeah, I think you got the radio tower. I was reading it on them comments.
What people are saying?
Yeah. Someone else asked that question.
Oh, so did you go left here a bit and then, yeah, oh, you're not quite there yet.
Oh, bloody
Sorry
hell.
about that, I thought you were.
Got me all excited.
Oh no, I've only ridden it this morning as well. Alright, so you got a little descent, probably about 30 seconds of descending. Oh, don't read that, the incline doesn't top up to 17%, don't read that.
We've done that at Wales, we're alright.
Yeah, oh yeah. Right, yeah, a bit more to go then, probably about 5 or 6 minutes of effort. So this bit's steeper, so you'll go faster or make more time up the harder you go. So if you're feeling good, I'd say give it a nudge closer to 180 or so. But on this downhill bit, ease off a bit. You're not going to gain anything by going too hard now. Sorry, I should have said that about 10 seconds ago, shouldn't I?
Woo!
There you go. So there, the hill starts again there. Right, Liz, you're 1 hour, 2 minutes and 9 seconds in. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's hard work.
So you've lifted it on this last bit, haven't you? It's steeper.
Yep.
And you're not far from the top, so you've pressed on. Really close to your threshold, so that's good work. Now, I've promised her at least 5 minutes recovery on the way down, so I hope it does take 5 minutes. Otherwise, I will be in trouble.
Don't feel like I'm getting any closer. Come on.
That's what she said.
Shut up.
Liz, what was the funny comment you saw a few minutes ago?
Somebody said, I'm going to ask my wife to get me a warm cup of water ready, because, what did they say, little man, what, I forgot what you said now.
Little man needs a swim.
Oh, yeah, no, not a swim.
Oh.
Little man needs warming up or something. I've forgotten now. You just actually ruined that.
Yeah, I think the delivery was poor there.
Oh, come on.
Can you not swear on the family channel, please?
I said Kinnell.
Oh, it's alright then, nobody will figure out what that means. You there yet?
Nearly. I'm so close yet so far.
There you go, downhill now. Now you can ease right off. Okay, recover.
Yep.
Right, Liz, when this group comes up behind you, I'm going to do the drafting boost, and you're going to put a little dig in to get on the group. Ready?
Okay.
In about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go up a gear. Ready? So the scene coming behind you now. Hang on. Go. Put a dig in. That's it. Ease off. Ease off. No, ease off. No. Yeah, it's a good bit behind that. Sorry about that bad coaching.
Oh, that was rubbish.
Sorry.
You've made me waste my drafting boost. Stupid.
Oh, they're not going that quick actually, are they? Right, Liz. You're on the last hill now. You're on the last hill. I think this will be about 10 minutes-ish. So, 10-minute effort. Okay. Your threshold is around 200 watts. I reckon you can get close to it.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Oh, sorry, I tell a lie. You're not quite on it yet.
You're not very good at this, are you?
No. You go through
the... You're all psyched up and I'm ready to go.
Well, right, Liz, we fork left down here and then you start your final climb.
Okay.
So this is for real this time. This is the actual final climb, not the pretend one that we started yourself up for. Oh. There we go, with that banner, that's it. So I'd say you've got 10 minutes at close to 200 watts.
Okay.
Let's go, let's give it the beans. We like beans, don't we?
Yeah.
So let's say 9 minutes left.
What, doing this?
Yeah, I think it'd be less than that.
Jesus.
Nice positive attitude there, Liz.
We even have a bit of the music on that you're allowed on or something.
Do you mean royalty-free music?
Yeah, that's the one. Blast it out.
Well, how about we put some normal music on and come back to the video in a couple of minutes?
Yeah, see ya.
Here's a fun fact about Liz while we're waiting for her to get to the top of this hill. Liz is a massive 50 Cent fan, like huge.
I used to be.
No, you don't. Any 50 Cent song, you play one, she's there spitting bars in it, aren't you? So
I'm so hardcore.
Yeah, so we're just been playing 50 Cent, getting us psyched up to finish this hill off. So yeah, there's a little fun, interesting fact for you. There's the top, the arch. Oh wait.
Oh, for crying out loud! Just about had enough of you.
What, just now or just like
forever.
In general? Why is it still got that archway look like it was the finish?
You've only done it a few hours ago. Jesus. I think I might do it first tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
Where?
The top where it starts going downhill, look. There you go, you can ease off now, you're going on top of the hill. Yeah, you're in a nice, look, top right, so you're on 0%. When you get, look at your guy, it's going downhill, man.
Right.
Well done, get your heart rate off the ceiling.
It's always on the ceiling.
Great work. Now recover down this hill.
Very downhill, isn't it?
Oh no, that's uphill again.
Oh my god!
Hang on. There's no gradient thing, I don't know. I'm sure it's 41 and a bit K until the top, so...
Shut up and we might get on alright.
Do you think I can make it as a coach?
No. Is that the top you were talking about 10 minutes ago?
I don't want to say. I'm 99% sure that is the actual top. So that's an actual Zwift arch and not like a rock arch. But it started with a rock arch. That is the actual top. 100%.
Woohoo!
How do you feel?
Alright, it's done in. Well, it's a bit exaggerating, but...
You're not done in?
Well, I've worked hard.
Good.
But you're going to tell me there's one more climb?
No, for heat is fatigue. Oh. Are you go for a sprint finish or not? Yes or no?
I don't know. Okay. What does it look like?
300 metres to go. Go on then, give it a go if you're in the sprint. 250, come on, let's have it. Oh yeah, go on, nearly there. 150 metres. There's the finish banner. Great work. Well done. There we go, 1 hour 47, done. That's wicked. Great riding. We've got some glasses, I've already won. Stage 1, done and dusted in the books.
Completed it, mate.
We haven't completed it. Come on, post-race interview, how was that?
No.
In general, just now?
No, it's good fun, I enjoyed it.
Good.
So hope I can do 2 and 3 and I've not gone too hard today.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow morning, won't we? So Liz, day 2 of the Haute route. First of all, you're looking piff-ting in that jersey. Secondly, how are you feeling?
Oh, bit tired from yesterday,
so
yeah, looking like we've got just under 2 minutes to go before we start.
And how long have you been warming up for?
10 seconds.
Great prep. So this route starts off with a flat section, probably 40 minutes or so, half an hour, 40 minutes. And then you've got a big climb, which will probably take an hour-ish.
Yeah.
Do you feel ready?
Ready to ever be. This
Good.
morning I've avoided looking on Strava because I'd rather not know what I'm about to let myself in for. I've had my porridge, I've had my beans on toast, so let's go.
Good, let's hit it.
Right, so I'm going to spin my legs for the next half an hour or 40 minutes or so, and I'll see you at the bottom of the climb. Okay, so we've just got to the bottom of the Haute du Zwift. Daniel tells me there's 21 hairpins before we get to the top. I'm not going to be counting them. I just know it's going to be a bloody long way.
So you don't have to count them, because on the left it breaks it down. Each hairpin tells you how far it is in between each one, what your average power for that sector was, and what your average heart rate was, and how long it's taken you.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you want all the stats, don't you? It helps you break it down chunk by chunk, so just focus on that.
Okay, so at the moment I'm not really sure what power I'm going to try and hold. I'm just going to get into it and see how it goes, and then maybe judge my power from there. But sort of between 160, 170 watts probably thinking. But we'll see what happens anyway. I'm out of breath already. Okay, so when I last checked in, I just got to the bottom of the climb. I'm now on the 8th hairpin. Am I?
Yep.
Yep.
You've been climbing for about 45 minutes.
It's extremely tough.
8 hairpins to go.
Yeah, 8 hairpins to go. The way I'm handling it is I'm trying not to look at the screen because it's quite deflating really, because you don't look like you're getting anywhere fast. So I'm trying to ignore the screen as much as possible. Drinking lots, keeping well fueled, keep changing position as well. So yeah, I'll be glad to get to that finish line because this is hard work.
Come on, Ali, Ali!
You'd say, Ali, 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 up, up, up. 2.6k to go. I'm really feeling it now. Just about grinding to the finish. I am done in.
Yeah. Well, your power's been consistent, your heart rate's been consistent, you've been pushing hard all the way. You've just been climbing now for an hour and 5 minutes or an hour and 6 minutes, so it's going to start hurting. You've been riding really well, so let's just keep it going to the top.
Give me another cheer on then. Like, Ali, Ali, Ali.
Up, 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 up. Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, cannot wait to get to the top.
700 metres to go. I reckon that's less than 4 minutes.
Yesterday we did a lot of laughing and joking, today it's been a bit more serious. Not been able to laugh and joke as much today.
So I started drinking some Pepsi Max and Liz cracked and wanted a sip, but it's sugar free, so it doesn't really do anything.
It was nice though, it tasted good. Oh, my legs really hurt.
There you go.
Thank goodness for that.
Well done. Yeah, 1 hour 22. Great result. Well done you. Don't drink so much that you can't breathe. How are your legs?
Really hurt. I'm not made for this.
How hard was that on a scale of 1 to a tap the tour?
I tapped the toe +1.
Really? What?
No, it wasn't.
Well done. Give a high five.
Yeah.
Good work. Just another 2 hours of riding. One more stage to go. The longer stage tomorrow. How are you feeling? Liz, another day, another excellent jersey choice, if I do say so. Is that your favourite?
This is my favourite, saved it for the big one.
Where's
today.
it from?
Hawaii.
Way! So, stage 3, Haute route Watopia. What's your plan?
I don't know, I've not actually had that discussion yet.
Have I told you how far it is?
I look myself.
73k.
Yeah.
And 4,500 feet of climbing. I know that's metric and imperial mix, but whatever. Right, well, it's all about pacing today, isn't it? How are your legs feeling now going into day 3?
I was pretty done in after yesterday, I'm not going to lie. And I could feel them a bit aching in bed in the night, but they've not been too bad so far today, touch wood. But probably as I get pedalling, I'll feel it.
Good. Well, you've got 1 minute 55 before the start left, so do you think you're going to think like some sort of warm-up or not?
I do know that my bum bones really hurt.
Are they? Well, make sure you keep getting out of the saddle. Obviously, it's my saddle that you're sat on as well, so that's not ideal. Right, bigger stage today, Liz. If you get this ticked off, that'll be awesome. You'll be finishing the tour, and I haven't finished it, so that'd be a great result. Let's get cracking. Right, Liz, I've been doing really well with coaching up to yet, so I'll continue. You have 32 seconds left before the start. I would say you've got 5k of flat before the first hill, and the hill's going to be about half hour to 40 minutes of climbing-ish. So I'd probably take it easy to the climb and then perhaps try and press on a bit. Now I can see you brought your sunglasses into the garage with you, so at what point are you gonna drop them on?
I had them on earlier.
Okay. Anyway, you're right near the start because fortunately I was on the ball and got you on the start line nice and early. So here we go, stage 3.
Between 120 and 140 watts to start off with.
Yeah, that is like mid to high zone 2 for you. So you might want to think about staying 120 to 130. This way you've got to think, those numbers are all based on your theoretical threshold, but your theoretical threshold isn't done after 2 days of hard riding. So you've got to think about, can you do what numbers you can. Now sometimes you can, and sometimes you can't. So it's just a case of seeing how it goes.
Just got to get to that finish line today.
Yeah, exactly. That's it pretty much. Liz has been on the climb for about 1 kilometre, not realised, and I was in the house getting some lunch, so I didn't realise either. So, Liz, how's that going?
Alright, I'm just feeling quite tired today, so I'm just focusing on keeping the legs ticking over and getting...
Okay, so Liz, you're nearly at the top of this climb, just another 4 or 5 minutes, and you're there. How are you feeling?
Oh, I can't wait for this thing to be over. I've had enough.
Could you imagine spending like $3,000 on doing something like this?
No.
Liz has just crested the Zwift QOM, which is the second to last climb on today's route. So you've only got 1 climb left to go. How do you feel?
Well, I'm a bit done in, if I'm honest. Can't wait to get to the end.
Good.
It's just not coming along very quickly.
Well, it's within touching distance now. I'd say you've got about an hour maximum left, roughly. How have you been fueling? The pile of gel wrappers is building up.
Yeah, I've had lots of gels, lots of Cliff Blocks, Belvita breakfast bar, plenty to drink. So yeah,
That's the
I'm
pleasure.
quite good at eating and drinking.
And cycling. Liz going through a rough patch. Asked her what she wanted. Cup of tea with 2 sugars in.
Here we are.
Come on, girl. Liz, this is a big ride. Now you all know what it's like when
You don't do this on the road, do you?
No, you know you have those tough patches and you just crave something. Well, Liz wanted a cup of tea with 2 sugars in, so she's got... So, how are you feeling, Liz? You're nearly 2.5 hours in.
Well, from 22k to go, I really started to struggle. But again, I'm trying to not look at the screen too much because it's not going down very fast at the minute. Just going to make it to the top of this climb and then try and just get a bit of my breath back a bit going down the hill.
You're in a good sort of tempo though, aren't you? You're keeping it a good power, a good heart rate. You did say earlier your heart rate's not going as high as it normally does, is it?
Yeah.
So that's because you're tired. Your body goes into like a shutdown mode and looks after itself.
It's uncomfortable being on the bike for this long.
Yeah. 3rd down the trot.
3rd down the trot, yeah.
Elizabeth, how are you doing?
I feel so sick.
Did you? The gels and stuff.
Yeah.
Did we do a cup of tea on the vlog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know there, I've just been sat down on the treadmill doing some work, and Liz, I just looked left and she's done a bit of an attack. I look up, and it's because a group's come past her, so she's put a dig in to get on the back of a group. You're getting the hang of Zwift,
I was
aren't
on
you?
my own for quite a while.
Yeah. Got all over Zwift tactics now.
Anything for a slightly easier life.
Yeah. Anyway, 6.8k to go, Liz. The end is in sight.
Oh.
I think it's just rolling between now and the finish.
Okay.
Has it felt like a long ride?
Yeah. I don't really want to talk, I know I feel quite sick. So.
Okay. See you later. I'm just going to get the bucket. Liz, every other time I say how far in we are, in time and distance, how far to go. Do you want to do it this time?
200 metres to go.
How long have you been riding for?
Just under 3 hours. There's the finish line.
2 hours and 53 minutes. Absolutely incredible. Here we go. This is it. 30 metres. Incredible. Well done. You've completed. There you go. You get the kit. I don't get the kit.
Thank you.
Well done.
Oh my
there you go.
God.
2,500. That's awesome. Then you get some coloured socks. How about that?
Brilliant.
You can stop pedaling if you want.
So just to put things into perspective, we're in April now, and that's in the last 3 days I've done more cycling than I have done for the whole of this year. So this was definitely all achieved through determination this weekend and not fitness.
Good. Well, you are quite determined, aren't you?
Absolutely.
When Liz wants something, it happens.
Oh.
Well done. What are you going to do? Spin down a couple of minutes?
Spin down and then collapse on the garden, I think.
Excellent. Well, Liz, once again you've surpassed all my expectations. 3 days, Haute route Watopia, done and dusted. What were the highs and lows?
The highs were finishing it, obviously. Getting a new kit on Zwift. Looking forward to that. The lows...
Is it weird, like getting up and having tired legs and then having to get on the bike? Not having to, but getting back on the bike straight away.
Yeah, and it's more probably the exhaustion that you then feel like now that you've finished it. They're obviously the lowest points.
It's a weird concept, isn't it? Because you haven't been out cycling on the road, but you've done nearly a 3-hour ride today, and like hardly any of it's freewheeling. So if anything, it's probably a 4 or 5 hour ride on the road. And you forget, just because you train at home doesn't mean that it's any less hard than it is when you train out on the road. So. Good.
And I used to take the mick out of you on Zwift, like saying, I don't see what you see in it, like it's not realistic, it's not like being on the road. You actually, when you do it and do it properly, it really does replicate like actually going up a climb and things like that. So
we're seeing you putting a lot of dig in to get on the back of a group and stuff. It's just, it is realistic, isn't it? Do you think you'll be doing more indoor training now that you've done this?
Yeah, definitely. Another reason why I need my own watt bike.
I knew that was coming. The only problem is getting you your own watt bike is I can't remember how much I told you they were when I bought one.
Well, they're a lot more expensive at the minute anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, okay. Maybe if this winter, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've certainly enjoyed this. I hope Liz has as well. We'll see you in some... We'll see you in the next silly challenge. Oh, please subscribe.
Yeah, bye.